Hi besties, what's up? My name is Makenzie and welcome to my channel. And welcome to the start of TBR Jar Picks, my February TBR. Now, I do want to say I'm sorry for no January TBR. I just was not in the mental headspace to film or edit or do anything. So I just basically survived all of January. I'm doing good now. Everything is fine. Nothing like bad or traumatic happened. I just got the beginning of the year blues, and I feel like that happens pretty often. So nothing, like I said, to be concerned about. I will know for next year though that I need to have all of my videos like basically edited throughout December so I can post them for you in January. But be looking forward to my favorite books of the year video, a birthday book haul because it was just my birthday about 2 weeks from when you were seeing it, so January 30th. It was my birthday. I turned 25. So I'm basically ancient at this point. I know, it's pretty sad, but I'm in much better spirits. So today we're only gonna pick 5 books. I know that I say that and then I always go to 7 and then I always go to 10. So maybe we'll do 7. Me lying in the first 5 minutes of the video. We're gonna pick 7 books. And we're gonna hope that some of these prompts lead into either books that I've already started or books that I got for my birthday that I would really like to read. Now, there is one caveat to this. If I can get a bunch of like books that I've partially read, so like, yeah, whatever. If I can get books that I partially read on here, then I will probably add another book. There are a couple on the top of my mind that I can think of. I would really like to start planning these in advance so that I know like, hey, these are the books that maybe I'm looking forward to, and stuff like that. So, I'm gonna pull up Fable, and we are gonna pull up my currently reading, just so I have kind of a reference to what I'm currently reading. I don't think all my currently reading books are on here, but oh, maybe they are. They are, cool. So, yeah, like I said, I have a couple books that I think that I could possibly get into the TBR. We're just gonna have to see and make it work. So, if these prompts don't fit with any books that I have on my immediate, like, within the next couple months TBR, I'm just gonna put them back. Hopefully that's fine with you guys, but let's just get into the video. Am I even in focus? I cannot tell. I can never tell if I'm in focus, but let's just get into it. So, I'm trying not to read the prompt. It's kind of already open. I did not want that for the first prompt, but we will see what it is. Let's see. Sorry, I am still feeling like I'm not in focus, but my autofocus isn't working. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the first prompt that I have is a book with a place in the title. Actually, this plays perfectly into it. Let me get the book. Sorry. I think I'm in focus now. I don't know what's going on with my focusing mechanism. I'll probably have to check that, and you're probably going to hear me say that a million times in this video. I apologize, but I got Anathema, I believe is how you say it, by Carrie Lake for my birthday, and I'm so excited to read it. I have been dying to pick it up. So I think this is the first one that we are going to do. I believe Anathema is the dark academia school place that the main character goes to. I will be honest, I don't always know a ton going into the books that I'm reading. I've just heard really great things about it, and it was at one point something that I knew the synopsis to. But I believe that we follow this girl who finds out, let's see. There are whispers of what lurks in Nell, the forest where sinners perish. The villagers call the Eating Woods because what's taken is never returned. Only those who have lost their senses would dare go near it, or the banished. Mavis Bronwick knows better than to enter the misty labyrinth, but tragedy forces her beyond her archway beyond the archway of bones into a dark, fantastical world. There dwells Zavander Rydian, the cursed lord of Eidolon, a cold-blooded assassin, tasked with hiding her from the mange-hood that seeks her death. Why did I think that this was like dark academia? I don't know. Anyways, I'm almost positive that Anathema is a place. Maybe I should look it up though, because if it's not, then I need to find something else. So let's just, Anathema is the title of the book, not a specific place in the story. Okay, so that doesn't count. That is literally the only option I feel like I had. At least out in front of me. I know that doesn't work. I don't think that works. I have another one right here, but I don't want to read that this month. Okay. Do I have, actually, no, Nocticadia came out after Anathema. Okay, here's my dilemma. I have Hazelthorn right here, but I don't think I want to read Hazelthorn by C.G. Drews. I don't think I want to read that right now, but do I put it on the TBR and at least try it this month? I could do that. Let me go look in the library room and see if I can find anything else, but I'm almost positive that we're either gonna have to stretch this a little bit or I'm gonna have to put on a book that I don't plan on reading. So give me one moment. Sorry. Hopefully the angle and the zooming hasn't changed too much. Maybe I can zoom in. It was the same and now it's different. So sorry, but okay. This might be grasping at straws a little bit here. Okay, you're definitely way too close to me. Sorry. Love you, but you're too close. Personal space, you guys. Personal space. Anyway, this could be stretching the prompt a little bit, but I think it'll count. The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle L. Jensen. I have been dying to read this book for forever, and I got it for Christmas actually from my parents. So I'm thinking we are going to do The Bridge Kingdom. Sorry that I read the whole thing of Anathema out to you just to figure out that it wasn't a place, but I believe in The Bridge Kingdom, we are following a princess who has been kind of trained her whole life to go and assassinate this king. But when she gets there, she realizes there might be more to him than meets the eye. And I believe it might be like a love story between them, like an enemies to lovers situation. So we're going to go with The Bridge Kingdom. I'm really excited about this. This actually was not on my radar for this month, but I think this is a good pick. So let's take the next prompt. Better just make sure that I put this in there so I know which prompt it's for. Okay, next. We have this prompt. It is a book set in California. Ooh, actually, I could be wrong on this. I can't check it right now, but I believe that... I can't check it right now, actually. Another lie. So sorry. My goodness, I just keep lying to you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm not meaning to. Let me see. Next song. Okay, I am almost positive this is set in California, but I don't know how to look it up besides opening the ebook. Sorry, I'm trying my best here, and I'm not being very successful. Okay, I am almost positive that this counts. So, for the second book on the TBR, we are going to go with For Our Next Song by Jessica James. Like I said, I believe that that's set in California. I'm almost positive it is. I feel like I remember them mentioning. It just doesn't specifically state that it's set in California, but I believe that the main character in this book, or well, all the main characters in this book live in California, but it specifically mentioned her having a condo in California. So, we are going to go with that one. If you have not heard about it, it is the second book in the Glitterbat series. And we are following our two main characters, Keely and I can't remember the other character's name right now, but we are following them, and they have kind of had this very interesting relationship. They've been best friends for a long time, but there's unrequited love, or what they assume is unrequited love, in between both of them. But when one of their apartments or condos gets flooded and one has to move in with the other one, they are kind of going to have to look in closer and realize that maybe it's not all in their head, and maybe there is an attraction and spark between them, no matter how scary that may seem to them. So that is definitely going to be our next book. I'm very excited about that. I am about halfway through it right now, so we're going to be finishing that one. So depending on how the rest of the polls go, we might add another book. We'll have to see. Okay. Let's go with this one. Big chonky one. Oh gosh. Okay. Read a book from a genre that you never pick up. Great. I pretty much read literally everything. What I could do, I don't read very much horror, and I believe Girl Dinner by Ella V. Blake is a horror, and I really want to read that this month. So I think for that one, I do own Girl Dinner. It's just in the other room. So for that one, I think I'm going to be reading Girl Dinner. I have actually no clue what Girl Dinner is about. I'm almost positive that it's a horror, and I don't read very much horror. It's mostly contemporary and fantasy that I read. So that is what we are going to choose for that one. Prompt number 4, even though we haven't been counting this whole time. Let's go with, that one was open, so maybe not that one. Let's go with this one. Another chunky one. Let's see. Read an author you keep hearing about. Perfect. I am going to choose Anathema for this one, because Carrie Lake, very popular author. I think that I'm really going to like this one. Like I said, I think Carrie Lake is very popular. We've already gone over the synopsis of Anathema, so we are just going to move swiftly on. My other prompts there. Ooh, I need to make this quick. Okay. 5th prompt. Maybe we'll go right in the middle with 6 prompts. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Next we have, oh, is that upside down? Yeah, it was, I think. A book with a cover that you think is ugly. Of course. I actually, unpopular opinion, do not buy books very often if they are ugly. Cool. I'm so glad that I got that one. I mean, arguably that's like low-key ugly, but I don't really want to read that one. You guys are gonna laugh at me. I feel like I don't really have any I feel like I have hardly, if any, ugly covers. Because if the cover is too ugly, I do not buy it. No, I do not. Carrie Lake has a series that I'm really interested in, but the covers are so ugly. I think the book is called Nightshade, that I will not buy it unless I love it. So I think we're gonna put this one back. I'm sorry. We're gonna put it back. Maybe another day we can choose something, but I really want to choose from my physical TBR this month. Oh, sorry. I'm not even showing you guys. Let me just... But like I said, I really want to choose from my physical TBR this month, so. Alright, we have the next prompt. I'm going to have to pause filming this and delete some stuff. Alright, let's hope I have enough storage to finish out this video. Let's go for, oh, the next prompt. The next prompt that I already showed you guys. My brain scattered. Title that starts with an H. You guys, I could not have planned this better if I would have tried. Where is the second book, though? Because that is the one I need. That is the one that I thought was out here. Where is it? Heir of Broken Kingdom. Did I take it in my bedroom, maybe? The next book that we are going to choose is Heir of Broken Kingdom by Mad Rafferty. It is the second book in the Heir of Broken Fate trilogy, or series by her. I believe there's supposed to be 4 books in total, but she has not released the 4th book, and I don't know that she is planning to anytime soon, but I really liked the first book. The first book follows our main character, Delilah, and she is, she's in a very unfortunate situation in her home life. Unfortunately for her, she was not blessed with a very good dad, and he is terrible. He is horrid to their people. She is a princess, he's a king, and in one last ditch effort to save her kingdom, she essentially goes to the fairy realm in order to beg their ruler for help. But what she finds is that maybe they might need more help than she does. So I really liked that book. I'm really excited to read the second book. I don't know where it is though. I'm almost positive it's probably in my room, actually, now that I think about it, because I really wanted to start it the other day and I don't know that I did. Or sorry, I know that I didn't is what I meant to say. I know that I didn't. But that is our 5th prompt. Actually, I'm gonna do 7. I've decided. I'm gonna lock in. So our 6th prompt, is a book with time travel. Girl, a book with time travel. I don't know if I have any books with time travel as an element. Ooh, could I put the Wheel of Time book number 1 on here? Because I believe that has to do with time. I meant to read it in January. It was on my January TBR. I never got around to it. Now this one in particular, I'm not going to promise that I'm going to finish, but I do think that I'm going to put the first book of the Wheel of Time series on here. I do not have a synopsis for this one for you. I don't know. I don't know what it's about. Well, I do, like, I have a gist, but I don't really know the synopsis. So that is the 6th book that we're going to read, and then let's pick our last prompt and then maybe talk about some books that I'm in the middle of that I would really like to finish this month. I think I only have a couple, and maybe we can talk about a couple more books that I would like to read, but we'll see. Our last prompt, hopefully it's a good one. I do not know. A book with a monochrome cover. Ooh, this is a good prompt, actually. I feel like, oh, Heir of Broken Kingdom is literally sitting right in front of me. It just doesn't match the spines of the other ones, so I was like looking through it. Book with a monochrome cover. Oh, you know what? I think this would be perfect for that, so we're gonna do this one. But look, these are like, they look pretty together, but I saw the white spine and I was expecting a blue one. So here's Heir of Broken Kingdom. Buy books. So sorry. A book with a monochrome cover. I feel like this works. If it does not, let me know, but I feel like, I don't know, now that I'm looking at it, I feel like maybe it doesn't. I mean, no, that's what I'm going to choose. I know exactly what I'm going to choose, actually. Sorry, Miss Kennedy Ryan. I will probably still read that book this month, but I won't scream. I won't have a freaking, sorry. I promise I'm okay. It's really not that big of a deal. Just sometimes I'm a little bit dramatic for no reason, but I just got this for my birthday as well, To Bleed a Crystal Bloom by Sarah A. Parker. I am so intrigued by this book, and I feel like this is definitely monochrome. I feel like you couldn't get more monochrome than this book because all of it is basically pinkish purple. So we are going to do this. This is a Rapunzel retelling as far as I am aware. I have heard very mixed things about this book series. This book in particular, I feel like after a lot of people read it, no shade to the author, I feel like a lot of people DNF it after, like the series, after reading this book, but I'm in for the long haul with this book. I'm really excited. I'm hoping that I love it. So that I can read the next book in the series too, and you know, because these covers, this edition is beautiful. I love it. So that is the last book that we are officially going to put on our TBR. So we have 7, and then let's talk about some books that I kind of want to continue on with and finish. So obviously we mentioned Can't Get Enough. I would really like to at least start this month. I am very excited. I feel like it's been too long since I've read a Kennedy Ryan book, so I definitely want to read this as well. Sorry, let me move this out of the way. Hello. And then I'm also halfway through Hollow by the Twisted Sisters. I would really, really love to finish that one. I'm really enjoying it so far. I just haven't made the time to pick it back up, so that is definitely high on the priority list. I also read a book by Erde Craig last month, and I really, really loved it. Problem is I don't know which book I need to read next in the series or in the universe, so I'm most likely either going to read The 13th Child or House of Roots and Ruin. I'll look it up and see what I should read next. Maybe it doesn't matter. I might fly through these both anyway because I'm really excited to read more from her. I really loved the book that I read from her last month. I'm literally blanking on the name so hard right now, but I really loved it. So I would not be opposed to trying to tackle 2 books from her. I'm also a part of the way through the 3rd book in the Gold Rush Ranch series. I'm not liking that one very much, but I do want to see it through because I can see like nuggets of a good book in there. It's just like, I don't know, it's just not my thing, I fear. And then there was definitely one more that I wanted to read, but I don't really remember what it was. Oh, I want to read the 2nd book in the Duskwalker Bride series. I believe it's called A Soul to Heal. I read A Soul to Keep and really, really enjoyed it, so I'd really like to read A Soul to Heal as well. So I think that is all the books that I can think of off of the top of my head that I want to read. I'm going to do my best to, I don't know, I don't think the series is going to be finished anytime soon. I think I'm going to have to reread it before the 4th book comes out, but I'm going to try to not read the 3rd book as soon as I finish this, but it could very well happen. I'm trying to think. I feel like there was like another one. Oh, I'm also going to be reading Wuthering Heights. I'm really excited about that one. I'm buddy reading it with a couple friends on a Discord, so I'm very excited about that as well. I'm really hoping that I get to it relatively soon. And like finish it because I believe that they want to finish it this month, if not this week. I hope not this week because I'm not going to read it that fast, I don't think. But other than that, I think that is all I have to talk to you guys about as far as my February TBR goes. You guys should let me know what is on your February TBR. And let's just go over the books one last time before I let you go. So we did a book with time travel. We are doing Wheel of Book number 1. We're doing a book set in California, which we are doing for our next song by Jessica James. Then read a book from a genre you never pick up. We're gonna do Girl Dinner by Ella V. Blake, which I'm really excited about. I feel like I really need to get into my Ella V. Blake area because I have so many books by her on my shelves, and I DNF'd the one book that I did try to read. But I don't know. I'm not counting that book against her because I don't know. I might try that book again in the future. But next we have a book with a monochrome cover, and for that I'm going to do To Bleed a Crystal Bloom. Again, very excited about that. I really want to get back into my retellings era. I don't know. We'll see. And then we have a book that starts with H, and for that I'm doing Air Broken Kingdom. I don't think I should really be throwing these back in the TBR jar, but it's fine. It's fine. If we pull them out next month, I will just, I don't know. I'm not gonna say I'll just throw them away. I'll just take them out. And then we have read a book by an author that you keep hearing about, Anathema, Carrie Lake. I feel like she's very popular. I feel like that fits good. And then last but not least, we have read a book with a place in the title, and for that I am doing The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle L. Jensen. Now, if I get a good majority of these books read, I would also, sorry, I know what I said. I know, I lied again. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to lie. I'm so sorry. But I really would like to continue on with not Stolen Songbird, not that series, but A Fate Inked in Blood by her. I got like a good portion of the way through it last year and I just never got around to finishing it, even though I was really liking it. So that is also another book that is in the back of my mind, on my radar. I keep looking at it and wanting to read it, so maybe I'll read it this week. But with all that being said, if you have made it this far, leave me a flower emoji and a sword emoji and let me know what book you are most excited to read in February. I think what I'm most excited to read for, honestly, is, I mean, all of them, honest, but Anathema and Air Broken Kingdom. I am very excited about those. I think that those are going to be phenomenal. And then obviously, like, you can't go wrong with the Kennedy Ryan book, so I feel like can't get enough, even though that's not on my official TBR. Very excited about that one as well. But with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. And this is not my outro. I don't know what I'm doing. If you like me, if you like seeing my face, hit the like button. If you want to see my face again, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified every time I post a new video, honestly, I'd follow me on Instagram. That's where you're going to get all the first updates with my videos, which hopefully you're going to be seeing too from me in this next week, because I'm hopeful that I'm going to have a little bit more editing time than I normally do. So I'm going to hope I can get ahead of editing. And with all that being said, I will see you cuties in my next one very, very soon. Bye, everyone.
When you're not here, the sun don't shine. When you're not near, I don't feel like I do. When